What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about expectations. So, a lot of us have a lot of expectations from life, and a lot of times that is very detrimental to our growth because at the end of the day, a lot of stuff you need to achieve requires a lot of consistency, effort, and so on. Whether it's like even getting a degree, going hard at work, I don't know, building a business, doing whatever kind of growth in any area of your life requires a lot of consistency and effort. Putting a lot of expectations would be a bad idea on yourself. Like, this can be applied to dating as well, like having too many expectations of a person, having this fantasy of a person in a sense. And the same could be applied to having expectations of like growth, for like you need to achieve a certain number by a certain time and you might not actually achieve that, but you expected to get it, right? I mean, you should do your best to actually go and do what you need to do and have a plan and actually know how much effort you need to put in to reach that goal number that you want in something or whatever, even if it's not a number, if it's something you want, an object, whatever. You have to be kind of like willing to let go of expectations because life usually doesn't go by expectations. Like, basically, if you just let go of your expectations, a lot of stress from your life is relieved, and you can work on being consistent, putting in the hard effort to achieve your goal, but do it in a smart way, and then let go of that extra stress of having expectations that something is going to happen. If something happens, that's nice for you, that's good. If nothing happens, or if it goes bad, then that's what happened. Like, it's the same thing if you have expectations of a video game or something that's coming out, or a movie, and you're like expecting it to be a 10 out of 10 movie, and then it's a complete flop. It's like you expected a lot, so you got disappointed. So stop having so many expectations, so you don't get disappointed, so you can actually like just focus on what matters. And this also allows you to let go of a lot of things in life, you know, whether it's people, how something is growing. I'm not saying you shouldn't care about these things, you should, but don't have expectations. You can still care because that relieves that stress of if things go bad, if things go south, you can kind of just let go and you don't have to worry about it so much, because life is very unpredictable. So you need to have that mindset of being able to let go when you need to, and don't expect everything to be smooth sailing perfect, because that's not how life is. As I've talked about the same thing many times, there's ups and downs. So just kind of put your expectations, if you even have any, to a kind of a realistic way. It helps alleviate a lot of stress, honestly, for me at least. Not having expectations as to how something is going to perform or whatever helps relieve a lot of stress, and you can kind of just focus on what you're doing. And if something happens that's nice, you know, that's good for you, then that's really good, and then you can keep going. But when you don't expect things to happen, you're more positive when things do happen, and if something negative happens, you're not so bothered about it. And if it's just neutral, you're kind of just like, yeah, whatever, you know. This allows you to just be in a stressful free mindset, because life has a lot of other stress anyway, from like just people acting the way they do sometimes, or some trouble you might have, or some problem you might have to fix. So just like relieving that extra stress of having expectations from certain things helps you relieve pointless stress that you might have in your life. So that would be the message for this video, pretty much. Just let go of expectations, and this allows you to let go of things that you don't need in your life, and allows you to be more free. And it allows you to also reach a mindset where you can kind of just live life and enjoy it, and not worry so much about whatever is going to happen next. Because if you just live in this worry, you're never gonna be happy, in a sense. And that happiness comes from within you, and you're kind of blocking it if you always expect things to go a certain way, or people to do certain things. So just something to think about. And I think for me, when I personally applied this mindset and let go of that expectations with anything, my life is very more free and peaceful and stress-free, honestly. and it's just way nicer. And you can also, when you have that mindset, you become more relaxed, and honestly it helps with just when you actually do want growth in whatever you're doing, it helps because you're relaxed and you can focus better. And if you're dealing with people, you can be more relaxed, in a more relaxed and peaceful state, because you just don't really, in a sense, care that much because you don't have any expectations. So just something that would probably help you if you absorb this information and download this knowledge into your brain. Just some words of advice for expectations is something I was actually thinking about, that I've been applying a lot, and it's been really helpful, and I've been able to enjoy my life a lot more because of it in many areas of life. Thank you for watching. If there's a will, there's a way.